what did I say?
If I remember correctly, you said you see I believe you see a black pilot at this time. You're wondering, hey, is this the right guy? This, that, the other. My question is,
you're close. All right, let me tell you exactly what I said.
Sure
okay.
Thing, thank you.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, and if you're Scarlett today, you're back again with another video from Charlie Kirk. So today, Charlie Kirk crashes simple arguments. Diversity is our strength. I love this word, diversity.
Kind of want to ask you your comments on your DEI statement about seeing a black pilot, right? Prior Air Force vet, worked in airframe my 7 years while I was in before I was medically retired. So I fixed them for a while. I become a pilot. Let's say I'm your pilot. You see me. I want to know your reaction to seeing me as your pilot. Yeah. Do you immediately think like, oh, I'm glad I see him, or something else?
What did I say?
If I remember correctly, you said you see I believe you see a black pilot at this time. You're wondering, hey, is this the right guy? This, that, the other. My question is,
you're close. All right, let me tell you exactly what I said.
Sure
okay.
Thing, thank you.
So this was in response, first and foremost, to United Airlines, saying that half of all their new pilots that they're going to hire are going to be women or people of color. Currently, they're 15%.
Okay.
So they want to go from 15% to 50%. A conversation then ensued about how every time affirmative action is employed, standards have to be lowered. There's not a single instance where that does not occur. So then I said, boy, if I see a black pilot, I'm now going to wonder, is that individual qualified, or are they selected because of their race? Comma, but that's not who I am, but this makes me think this way. And I stand completely by that statement.
Okay.
Secondly, let me just finish.
Sure, yeah, sorry.
DEI and affirmative action, what it does is it lowers the merit, it lowers the threshold of standards, and increases things that do not matter, such as skin color and ethnic background. So that is what I said.
Okay. So I just want, like, you see me, and
so if I see you as a white individual, I think that you were selected because of your competency, not because of an affirmative action program.
All right, so let's say...
Okay, hold on. He needs to convince me on that, or he needs to explain himself on that, because I think if you are employing someone, you need to employ someone because of his competency. You need to employ someone because of how the person can do the job, the qualification the person has, you know. You have to employ the person because of the color, or the race, or the ethnicity, or the religion. Come on. Especially if you're employing a surgeon, you are putting thousands of hundreds of, thousands of whatever people, their lives into his hands. So if you are employing someone because of the race, or because of the ethnicity, then you're doing the people harm, you know. So, and this thing is the main reason why sometimes they say white privilege do exist. I don't know where Charlie is going, but I need to pause him there, because sometimes and let me just bring this out. One of my friends she's a nurse in the UK, and sometimes whenever she goes to work, before it was a happy thing for her, because sometimes she goes to work and this side ward of the patient, and whenever they see her, sometimes they can decide, I don't want this nurse, like consistently, just because of her skin color, just because she's black, and they wonder if she's competent enough, you know. And that is crazy. It's the craziest thing you ever do to someone. Before, she was like, I'm sure I'm not working, but it goes to a time, it really messed up her mental ability. Why would you do that to her? Immediately they see, at least meet her, let her do something for you. If you think she's not capable enough, or she should have the competency to do that, you have every right to change her. It's your right and it's your health. You can change her. But even looking at her, you think, you just blush her out because you think she's black. They should change her. You don't want this nurse. They should give you another nurse because she's a lady of color or what. Like, that thing doesn't make sense. If you employ someone to do a work for you, employ the person because the person is competent enough. Don't employ the person because the person is black, white, or green. That's not fair. Let's continue and see what Charlie will say about that.
I apply as an African American because I am African American. I just look very white, which is legit.
Are you South African or?
No. My father's black. My mother's white.
Okay.
My father raised me, so I identify with how I was raised, who I grew up with, stuff like that. So my point is, I can identify as black and get hired under a DEI, let's so to speak, saying that I don't get all the proper flight hours, I'm a bomb-ass fucking pilot, all that shit. But you see me, you immediately see that I'm white. That's not cause for you to concern and be like, I wonder if this guy's got it. You see me, right?
Well, again, just going back to what I said.
Yeah.
A white individual does not have special hiring quotas or practices that are giving them an extra leg up. In fact, it's the opposite. So let me use a similar analogy. At Harvard, white and Asian students had to get 200 or 300 points better score on the SAT than comparable Pacific Islander, Native American, or black students. And this happens across the board. This is happening in medical schools. This is happening in surgical practices. So your example aside, you immediately assume when you see a macro trend that affirmative action and DEI means we're going to elevate race above competency. And I think every single person in this audience, if you go into a surgery and all of a sudden your doctor comes and he says, hey, I was hired because of DEI. I really don't know what I'm doing. You're about to go under. We're about to operate on your kidney. It's like, whoa.
Right?
You're not going to say diversity is our strength. You want the best surgeon. Now, a more important question to ask me is, Charlie, do you believe that black pilots can be qualified? Of course. Any individual can be qualified. I want a hiring quota and program that only cares about qualification, not skin color. And thirdly, I would say, why does United Airlines care so much about the color of the pilots that are flying them? Shouldn't they just want the best pilots? When you guys are flying from Vegas to Dallas or Vegas to Chicago, are you going to feel safer or more comfortable when you hit turbulence if you have a diverse pilot? Or if you have a cockpit of the most qualified people that are there that have proven that they know how to land and fly planes?
Yeah. Thank you.
Yep.
Just want to ask one more thing for that. How do you, because I saw the video, you used the Harvard perspective as well there. How do you feel about legacies in that regard? Because legacies obviously have a leg up in getting into certain institutions just based on who went there before them that is close to them.
How do I feel? I think legacies are somewhat against merit, to be consistent.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
Just want to make sure you're consistent.
But I will say, though, that the study of legacies have been done because their parents are smart. They're usually actually pretty smart. And so the moving average is that legacies aren't nearly as unqualified as some affirmative action people, but there are plenty of unqualified legacies that get into Ivy League institutions, to be consistent.
Wow.
Sweet. Thanks.
Thank you.
Just love
Appreciate
the
it.
way he ended everything. Because I think, why will you just employ people because of the diversity, because of the skin color? And one day, I think we were watching some video, and they were like, they are trying to impose or bring other race like Asia, blacks to the movie industry so that it can reduce the racism. And no. The thing is, when it comes to medical systems, when it comes to piloting, you don't have to you don't have to impose that criteria or bring out that criteria because you want to bring that notion or mentality. You want to portray that, oh, this airline is less racist. This airline is a diverse. No. You employ a person because the person is, a badass pilot. You employ the person because you know that this person is capable of doing the work so much, so good. Because when it comes to, surgeries, you're employing a surgeon in the hospital. You are putting the lives of people into his hands. So you employ the person because, hey, I'm a diversity. I don't know what I'm doing. I go employ her because of my color, so that the hospital will not think, people will not think this hospital is. No. You employ the person because the person is good. The same thing applies to every institution. If this black brings his CV or brings his working distance and the person is not capable, of course he's not capable. Why do you have to employ him? You want to employ him because of what? Because you think they will think white privilege exists? No. You employ the person because the person is big. And I trust my black people. They are capable of doing everything. They are capable. So that's why people employ them. So please, you guys should reduce when you see blacks in a uniform or see blacks in some kind of institution, and you obviously think this person is not capable. They obviously think this person was here because of that, because of that. No. I mean, I was watching this Chicago Meds, and the patient saw the doctor, was like, is this my doctor? Like, wow. Like, why are you surprised? You see white doctors all the time, and you don't ask them this. But you see black doctor, and you ask the person, is this my doctor? Is this my doctor? It's not fair. I think people should be employed because of their capabilities, because of their competence, not because of their skin color, because of their race, So I think at least Charlie got me there. I mean, he really explained himself at the ending part, and I really, support that, and I believe it's going to happen that way. People needs to be employed because of what they are good at, not because you want to bring a name to your institution. You want to paint your institution in some kind way that people will love you. No, you are putting people's life at risk by just bringing name to your institution. And I hope it's going to work that way. Let me know what you think about this video. Do you have any experience that someone has shut you down because of your skin color? Let me know in the comment section. Let this comment be interactive. Let our comment section be interactive. Let me know what your experience is, and let me know what you actually think about this video, and let me know your perspective towards this video. If you want me to check more of this video, let me know in the comment section. If you are new to my channel, welcome, and don't forget to click on the subscription button for more notifications. Thanks for watching.